Good evening, beautiful people. I am going to wait just a couple of minutes to see who might be jumping on. Who else is as crazy as I am? Being up this late, well, it's actually not that late, but I intended to get this video done today, but I just had hey, we've got some people joining, had my kitties all day and some beautiful meetings, so I just, didn't want to wait another day though, just wanted to get it out tonight. Just feeling the call to share this information. So, secrets on how to increase your energy levels. So, many of you probably think that I'm going to talk about essential oils, which, they definitely do support increasing your energy levels. But there's something that I actually really want to talk about. Hey PJ from Amsterdam, so cool. What I actually want to talk about is another superpower. So we have the superpower from nature in the essential oils that are incredible at supporting our body to really tap into its energy stores and clear out any blockages in that. But what I really want to talk about is the power of inspiration. Now, this is something that, this is actually the first topic I was asked to speak about in my kind of doTERRA journey on stage, and it was the power of inspiration in your business. And for me, inspiration has always meant, I love the etymology of words, and inspiration is me in spirit. And when I feel like I'm actually aligned with my true self and spirit, which is, not just my small personality, I have so much more energy available to me. And because what I noticed was a lot of people were saying to me, how do you do it all? You've got small kids, and you still do your business, and you're still there for your friends, and you still and you still have this lovely lifestyle, you don't seem stressed, how do you do it all? And I would often think about it, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's just my normal, like it's just what's available to me. And what I started to realize was that and also in times in my life where I perhaps may have stepped out of that alignment and stepped out of the place of inspiration, when you go to do things in your life, it feels like you are really having to take energy out of yourself. You're really taking energy out of your tank. It's almost like handing over parts of your organs to really get through a day, to really do what needs to be done, and to do what is required for that output that you've committed to. And what I know to be true is that when we actually step into alignment with our soul, with our true purpose, with those messages in our lives that kind of pull us from our core, like there's this pulling forward. When we follow those messages, life is there's so much more flow. It's so much more effortless. And so it doesn't actually require energy from you. It just requires you to participate. It requires you to be open. It requires you to be willing. So actually the secrets to more energy is actually following your inspiration, following your purpose, and allowing yourself to actually do that. And I really am truly grateful that I get to do that on a daily basis, and I've created a life that I do that now. for those of you who may be in a job that you, or in a position where you may not be doing things that you truly love and truly are aligned with, you can still infuse inspiration into your everyday. You can still connect the things that really do inspire you into your every moment and weave them into your day to give you the fuel to move you through what it is that you're required to do. Because it's something that is there for us always. And inspiration doesn't have to be this massive, grandiose concept. It can just be a moment of inspiration to, I feel I need to call that person, or I feel I need to connect with that. I feel I need to drop in on that person. I feel like I need to go to that place and buy a plant, or I feel like I need to go for a walk down this space, or along this path. So those feelings, those little messages that just drop in, those little when the signs, there's many signs that we see every day, and then there's just one that stands out, one that's brighter than everything else. It's following those clues that we are actually being given from Source or God or Spirit, whatever you call that higher power, or your divine will. To, as we follow them, we actually are allowing more energy into our lives, and then as we open up, we get to actually be fueled. So yes, citrus oils are amazing to drink and have them around you, and using basil for your adrenals, and frankincense for your strength, and Melissa is actually just the most amazing one for your strength, for your whole spiritual strength. But getting in touch with your inspiration is actually your superpower. It will supercharge your day, your life. And I actually have to consciously stop myself now to go to bed, and because I'm just so full of inspiration. I have so many things that I truly want to just do, that and I feel like I don't have enough time to do them. I feel like it's not that I don't have enough energy, it's that, I choose to spend time with my children, I choose to nourish my family, I choose to enjoy my life as well, as actually create. But there's not this end of energy. And I also notice a lot of people say no, like I don't have the energy to see you, I don't have the energy to have a cup of tea with my friends, I don't have the energy to do this and this, because all these other things that are in my life require energy of me, and that's it, I'm spent. And so I invite you to look at your life and look at what it's filled with, because your life is like a container, and it's like that crazy, that no man's land drawer that just gets filled with crap. No matter what, and you move into a new house and it's this beautiful empty space that you might just put certain things in, and it just ends up being filled with crap. So your life is like that. If you don't fill it with things that truly are aligned with you and inspire you, then it will be filled with stuff. And I just invite you to just have a little check-in on that. What is your life filled with? And are there things that perhaps you could remove or take out, so that you can put in things that actually inspire you and uplift you and provide you with energy? Because not everything actually has to take away from you. I think that's another myth, that whenever we make a commitment to something, that it is something that we have to spend our energy on. It's going to take away from us, and it's going to give us this, it's going to empty more of our tank, when really there are things in our lives we can engage in that will actually fill us up. For me, my service fills me up. Teaching classes fills me up. Connecting with people fills me up. Creating with people fills me up. So when I go about my day, and I might have a very full day, I can finish the day quite full, not empty. So I just invite you to just look at that and see how perhaps you can flip that switch, but also just take stock of what's going on there, and are there a lot of things in your life that are draining you, and maybe you can balance it out with some things that really fill you up, and actually, ask the question, what is it that fills me up? What is it that's going to fill me with joy? What is it that's going to actually pull me forward? It's like this guiding force that just pulls you forward through life, and it magnetizes things to you, and your life just becomes so much more flowing and with ease and joy. So yeah, these are my secrets to increasing my energy levels. And yeah, there's many things in my life that I do on a physical basis that support my energy. It's something like my energetic experience is very important to me, so I do a lot of practices to maintain that. But this is a really key one. Yeah, my oils have created space for me to be filled by the connections they've opened up. Absolutely. Thank you, Tracy. It's, for me, I'm all about connection, and the oils are like this beautiful healing conduit that we get to create so much healing in the world with. I'm just going to check any more. Inspiration is the spark that ignites your flame. It's so true, but I also feel like it's the wood as well. It's the fuel to the flame. Like, the more I allow inspiration in, the more energy. I just feel my actual energy expanding, and I actually invite you to look at: are you putting limitations on how much energy you can have? Are you actually getting more out of the story that you are low on energy? Because we actually can get a bit stuck in that. We can get a bit stuck in the story of like, I'm always tired, and I'm exhausted, and these kids are just so full on, or work's always draining me, or life is just so crazy. I hear that a lot. And I can actually hear that when I ask questions to people, they don't take a moment to actually think about or feel into how they actually are. It's like their brain just kind of switches into this program of, that's how I am. I am the busy, tired person, or I am the, person who's just got chaotic stuff going on in their life. And, check in. How are you actually feeling? And what is the story that you're playing constantly and reinforcing? And do you want something different? And just know that you can actually have something different, and your energy can actually expand. It's not like this limitation of, it's like not 1 to 10 and you're either somewhere on the spectrum between 1 to 10. What if it can actually span to 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000? There's infinite levels of energy available to you. I just noticed that. I noticed that sometimes I have this limitation on, okay, I've had a big day, and so then I must be tired, or I must, associate some kind of level of activity with the level of fatigue that I must be experiencing, and it's just not true. So thank you all for joining me. So check in. How are you actually feeling? What do you want to feel? And bring in inspiration into your life. Follow the clues and allow life to contribute to you and fill your tank. Love you all so much. Have a beautiful, energy-filled evening. May you go to sleep with a full cup. And have a glorious weekend. Mwah. Love you all so much. Bye.